Yo, getting back with y'all again. You know what I mean? I told y'all I was coming back with another video. Like I said, the subscribers go up, the videos go up. As of late, my subscribers went up a little bit. Feel me? I'm definitely looking for more supporters, subscribers, donators, supporters. I'm here for the people. Like I said, it's the people's channel. Okay. So I'm doing a little workout in the house and all that, moving a few things around. Like I told y'all before, you feel me? I'm moving around, you feel me? So it's kinda crazy, you feel me? So I'll be making time for the people. You feel me? Definitely today we're gonna definitely touch on the New York Knicks. My hometown team, my heart, you feel me? My baby, the Knicks, when the Knicks is winning, I'm winning, you feel me? The Knicks gonna win a championship before it's all said and done. That's all I'm gonna let you know. In my lifetime, we gonna win one. You feel me? I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We gonna get one out of here. I seen some things that kind of really caught my attention. I seen the game last night. The Knicks playing the Dallas Mavericks. I feel like it was definitely very, very, very important for me to jump on this because we got the Kristaps Porzingis situation. He was a Knick. Once a Knick, always a Knick. And like I said before in my previous videos, I'm not a hater of Porzingis, because he's on the Mavericks, he wanted to leave, we a lot of us as Knicks fans, we watch Porzingis grow into the player he is, and we believe he gonna be, and it started with the New York Knicks, so his progression, I'm gonna be monitoring Porzingis' career closely. You feel me? Just because once a Knick, always a Knick. In my especially when you was that caliber, Porzingis gonna be the truth, man. I'm telling you, dudes don't want to see Porzingis. What I was gonna say. But back to the New York Knicks. Present day. I'm here to touch on Officer Frankie. You feel me? That's his nickname, Officer Frankie. Some of y'all might not know, some might. Officer Frankie is in the building. He had to arrest you. He had to give you your oath. You got the right to remain silent. Whatever you say will be used against you in the court of law. That's Officer Frankie. My boy Frank Ntilikina, it's been a rough, rocky road, when you touching on Frank, because he's just a late bloomer, and it's not just him. I hate to just I think when people look back at that draft class with Frank, Alonzo, Markel, Malik Monk, and more players, I'll just be Kevin Knox. My bad, I'm tripping. Kevin Knox too. He's a late bloomer, but I got him mistaken for a previous draft class. But a lot of those players, we're going to realize they were late bloomers and they actually were good players, and when it's all said and done, because they're catching on pretty late. It seems like this year, those players of that draft are starting to come up a little bit, all around the league, especially Frank, as of late, finally getting his opportunity to start, because David Fizdale, for some of y'all who might not know what's up with the Knicks, Fizdale run a real New York City style of coaching, where it's New York rules. You either producing or you're gonna sit down next to me, straight up. There's no in betweens. Who if you nobody's. I don't give a damn who your name is. If your name is Dennis Smith Jr. and you're not producing, you're going to sit down, and this guy, Alfred Payton, is coming in the door, and he's going to play, and that's how Fizdale is. Fizdale got some draft picks, some lottery picks on the bench, because Fizdale trying to win. Fizdale's in a tough situation. Frank played excellent, yesterday. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, It's hard to say that he was locking up Luka Doncic, because Doncic had 30 plus. I believe he had like 36 and some change. Assists and shit. Doncic is the truth. But what I will say about Frank is Frank stopped him in key pivotal moments. That's the thing with some of these good scorers. These great players. You're not gonna be able to completely stop them, but the goal and objective is to like slow them down. And it was points where Luka was only scoring when somebody else was on switched off. It was maybe Portis got up on Luka, and then maybe Randall. It was always some pick where they had Frank off of him. So it's just something that we just gonna have to deal with. With these teams who not gonna allow Frank to just lock them up like he's capable of doing. We all know the ability of Frank. We've been watching him for years. The offense is extremely slow. But he played a very great offensive game. Yesterday. And I believe it definitely needs to draw a little attention. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just keep it 100 with the people right now, Knicks Nation, and some people that's not a part of the team. I feel like Frank is a top 5 defender in the NBA right now. I know a lot of people might not know who Frank is. Some people might, but Frank is a top 5 defensive player in the NBA today. You look at a dude like a Drew Holiday. I'm just talking defensively. You feel me? You look at Drew. You look at a Patrick Beverly. Frank is in that same elk of type of defensive prowess. You feel me? On the perimeter, switching off on multiple different positions. Frank could guard like 1 through 5. Easy. Seriously. Maybe 1 through 4, maybe 5. But I believe Frank could do something. Guarding the 5. I feel like the Knicks, we're gonna do something. We gotta get this thing on the ball. On the roll. I don't know what's going on with Dennis Smith Jr. Watching that game was very troublesome for me as a Knicks fan. Even though we did win that game on the defensive, I know that we really wanted that game because we played like that was championship for us. I was very alarmed at the fact of Dennis Smith. We traded Porzingis, right? Well, they claim, I'm going to be honest with you, the Knicks didn't have to trade Porzingis. They could have just held on to him. He was going to be there for at least another year or two anyway. You didn't have to jump the gun. I don't know. I don't know what the hell they was thinking, because looking at that team yesterday, could you imagine if Porzingis was in the mix of that? Just take a time. I'm gonna give Knicks Nation just 5 seconds to think about it. Could you imagine if Porzingis was in that offense and defense? Just think for a second. With the way the Knicks, the players we got, could you imagine if Porzingis just slid? Could you imagine Porzingis next to Mitchell Robinson? Just think about that for a second. Damn. So that's what I'm just saying. You talk about defense. With Officer Frankie, you feel me? With those two on the back line, pause. Yo, you start to think about the capabilities we could have had. I don't feel like the Knicks jumped the gun. And this is a situation that could set us back a decade. The only thing I could say, I'm hearing the Knicks, we did get a draft pick out of that deal because it seems like Dennis Smith Jr. is not going to pan out. The man has back problems. I don't know what the hell is going on, and it's very bad because he's supposed to be the player. We don't have nothing to show for the Porzingis deal. You got Porzingis dropping 28 and 9, you know what I mean? Shit, in his sleep. You feel me? Coming off an ACL, and he was gone about 2 years. Porzingis' recovery is different from maybe a guy like a Klay Thompson, who may be, well, then he won't come back at all this year. But I'm just saying, let's say they was competitive. Klay Thompson probably would have came back around playoff time, around maybe after All-Star break. Look at Boogie. Boogie gonna come back. I believe Boogie gonna retire. You feel me? If they win the championship and he comes back and he's able to contribute. But back to the Knicks, I like what I saw last. Bobby Portis, animal. You know, I don't know if y'all know about Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis playing like a big G out here. You feel me? Straight up. You know, but I like what I seen from Portis. Randall, he coming along. You know, that spin move is just every time he do that spin move is a turnover. You know, but I think Frank, if he continue, my thing with Frank is consistency. I don't want to jump too high. You feel me on his success of this game because he could have the stat line he just had, and the next game he can have 2 points and foul the hell out. You know, in the third quarter. You know, so Frank is just consistency and confidence, and you know, hopefully Fizdale keeps instilling on them. But that was the type of game that I felt like we needed. You know, the Mavericks is coming too. That was the first time Porzingis played against the Knicks. It wasn't on TV or nothing like that, so you had to catch that on the league pass or whatever form or where you watch your stuff. You know, they come into the Garden, if I'm not mistaken. They should be in the Garden, I believe, sometime next week. You know, coming up. You know, I believe, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the 14th or something like that. If I'm wrong, check up on me. But Porzingis coming to the Garden, and it seemed like Porzingis is kind of like saying a lot of nice things, you know, before he walk into the Garden, because he know how it's not like Dallas. You know, you roll up in New York, I'm telling you right now, Porzingis gonna get if he don't go on some type of week long speech of how much he loved New York and he's sorry or something like that, it's not gonna be able to save him for what's gonna happen when he step in the doors of New York City. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm going out on a serious note. When Porzingis come to New York, it's gonna be bigger than any return of anybody that was traded, including the situation. Well, of course, Kawhi is gonna get cheered out the bill, cheered so much, like kissed at the altar. But I'm talking about a guy like Anthony Davis. Porzingis coming to New York will be, from a fan perspective and the crowd, the way the reaction is gonna be more of a crazier reaction in New York than it will be in New Orleans when Anthony Davis makes his return. It's not gonna be as serious as when he walk in the door in New York. I'm telling you, New York dudes might throw something at Porzingis. I'm telling you. And Porzingis ain't soft, you know. I believe if in the Garden things get rough, you know, because he might come in there try to do whatever he want to do, and you know with the Knicks how we moving, you know, you ain't gonna be able to come in the Garden doing whatever you want to do, you know. So I believe if Morris or Mitchell Rob, I think him and Mitch is kind of all right, but I could see him and Bobby Portis or Marcus Morris, and Marcus Morris been playing solid, like. He's nice, you know. I like what I'm seeing from Morris. We need to try to re-sign him at the end of this year. You know, come hella high water, we should really look into Marcus Morris. Yeah. So, but like I said, that's just where I'm at with the Knicks. You know, I'm gonna definitely come with some more videos. You know, if y'all liking the content, you know, hit me a like. Definitely hit a subscribe. You know, definitely donate to this channel. The link is in the description box below this video. Also, I have a clothing line, clothing company. I want you to support the brand at pexoticshop.com. You know, we got the bombers for you. It's getting cold. You know, I'm out here with my windbreaker. You know, but I'm just really working around the crib right now. I need to go get me a bomber because, you know, it's getting chilly out here. You feel me? So you gotta do what you gotta do out here and make this thing work. You know, definitely. You know, we're gonna make this thing happen and you know, get these likes up. You know, YouTube be playing. You know, Knicks Nation. You feel me? Subscribe if you a diehard Knicks fan. Like I'm a Knicks fan to the end. You understand? So if you with me, if you feel like you a serious Knicks fan, you love the Knicks like I love the Knicks, you know, hit that subscribe button and donate to this channel. You know, it don't take nothing to hit that subscribe button. You know, if y'all want more videos, to get back with me. I'm just wanted to touch bases with the people. You feel me? Get up with all my other videos. Get in the comment section, Knicks Nation, and whoever, and other teams too. If when you in the comment section, when you do comment, like I said, it's gonna be interactive. I'm commenting too. I'm getting in the mix, good, bad, or ugly. Right, what's your team? Let's say you got an opinion here. Let it be known. Hey, I'm a Pistons fan. You feel me? Or hey, I'm messing with I'm with Memphis. You feel me? My team is Memphis. You feel me? And then I might pull up a video for you. With that. If you a Memphis fan and you showing love, I'm gonna start covering Memphis. You feel me? I got the pass. You feel me? So it ain't nothing to watch a game. You feel me? So get back with me, y'all. Definitely appreciate the love, man. Officer Frankie, he doing his thing. Frank Ntilikina, keep it up, man. Let's do it. Let's get to the playoffs, man. We need that, man. New York, man. We in the building. Let's go. Knicks Nation, man. Frank, RJ, Kevin, Mitch. Yo, that's the future. You feel me? That's the future. New York.